my fellow fasting foodie friends, it's Jackie. Welcome back. My big news is I have a new website. There are a few reasons that I decided to start the website. The number one thing is I feel like it's a much better way for me to point you guys to answers. As my channel is growing, a lot of communication is missed. I get comments on videos from a year and a half ago still. I get lots of comments on new videos. I have multiple channels and it's just really hard to keep up with it on top of like making new content. And I really think that having a website is going to be much more searchable for you guys and easier for me to send links to people if they say, what do you mean by this? Or what do you drink in your fasting window? Or what books do you recommend? I'm able to write and articulate my answers better than make a new video every single time or a quick comment or writing the same comment a million times. So I really feel like having a website is going to allow me to be able to connect more with you guys on the community. It's not only there for people to find in Google search, and I do plan to put like my blog posts out there for the world to find, but also if someone comments, I can link to an article that gives a really complete and comprehensive answer. I can send a link that not only gives them an answer then, but it gives them a resource to refer back to. And as I'm growing my YouTube channels, to be honest, I just really feel like it's the next step in kind of like an overall business plan, and I am really excited about it. So you can check out my website. It is intermittentfastingfoodie.com, just like my YouTube channel name. There is an about page. There is a link to each of my YouTube channels. I have started the blog post. I think you guys can tell I have absolutely fallen in love with fasting, and I really, really want the world to hear about it. Not only has it really helped me physically, the physical transformation and the burden of dieting lifted off my shoulders has been a huge mental weight for me. And for those reasons, I really just love sharing fasting with the world. I don't have an exact schedule yet, but I will be blogging about my meal plan and starting to answer questions that I get a lot or that I see are Googled a lot. I'm going to start answering from an experience perspective. And I obviously am not going to be giving medical advice as a not doctor and someone that doesn't have medical advice to give, but I'm just going to be sharing my experience so that it can be an encouragement to others on the intermittent fasting journey. I really, really feel like it is such a powerful tool, and I'm excited to share it with the world even more. Coffee break. And by the way, obviously Brewmate does not know who I am, but this is something new that I got. I saw it on TikTok that it's spill proof. I spill my coffee all the time in my car, and I got this and I don't spill it anymore. It really is spill proof. So you lock it and you push it down. But this is the Brewmate Toddy. I have the XL, but I will link that in the video. Obviously not sponsored, has nothing to do with this video, but I needed a sip and I thought I'd tell you guys, because I drink coffee all day, it is perfect to take on the go, and I have not spilled coffee all over my floorboard in a long time. So I would really, really love to hear from you guys. What are topics you'd like me to blog about? Here are my plans. Let's hash this out together, and I'd love your input. Honestly, I'd really love your input. I plan to have a weekly post where I share my meal plan that's going to incorporate my video that I film every week where I grocery shop and do my meal plan, but it's going to be an overview post talking about the dinners that I plan to eat, because I eat supper every night with my family. So that's the meal that I plan. So it's going to have my weekly meal plan. I'm also going to do like a search based, and I'd love items that you guys would like me to talk about. So for example, what is 16/8 intermittent fasting schedule? Then I'll make a post about what the 16/8 intermittent fasting schedule is. So that kind of stuff. If you guys have questions, leave them below, and eventually I will write about it if I have experience. Or I'll tell you, I honestly don't know. But hopefully I have some experience that I can share with you. Another idea that I have is to do like a weekly like fasting roundup where I share with you what my schedule looks like for the week, because I get a lot of questions on my schedule, but it's so varied every day, which you'll see in the post. And it's not a simple answer, so it's really easy for me to articulate it in a document that you can reference. So I thought it would be nice to make a weekly post, like a fasting roundup, where I say, okay, Saturday through Sunday, here's what my hours were, here's how long I fasted, the times that I fasted, and how long my eating window was. I would share with you an entire week with general description of the food that was in there and occasionally, of course, I'd add pictures. This wouldn't replace me making videos on YouTube, but it's much easier to put it in a blog post regularly than to make a regular video, because remembering to film what I ate every single day just in reality isn't something I'm going to do on a weekly basis. But I could easily reference my fasting app, and I always take pictures of my food, so that's pretty easy. The other posts are going to be kind of at random as life happens, and I'm going to share with you how I handled it with intermittent fasting. So for example, my daughter's 12th birthday was at the end of January. I blogged about how I handled it. And so I'm able to share with you guys more personal experiences as they happen, rather than make it be a topical video and have it tie in with something. And it's much harder, and I don't do vlogs on my YouTube channel, so it's much easier for me to write personal experiences and share those with you guys through a blog. So I hope you check it out. It's linked below. I'm really excited about it. Let me know if there are topics that you would love to see me blog on, or if there's something you'd like to see every single week. Speaking of questions that I get all the time, one that I get asked is, how do I prepare food for my family while remaining in a fasted state? And if that is a question that you have that you would like my input on, you can check out this video right here. Thank you so much for watching. Ciao, Donna, ciao.